I joined the military because when I was 18, I wanted to study about 5 different things. I didn't want to go to school for 5 years and change my major 3 times and have all this debt and no degree after 5 years. I thought it'd be wiser really to have a job for a few years and get more focused on what I wanted to study.
I did a semester at Mercer County Community College before going to the military for training, where I served 4 years, after which I went to complete my associates and then used that time to figure out what school I wanted to transfer to and what major I wanted to pursue and what profession.
You know, I was an athlete in high school. I got a scholarship to play in college right out of high school. And when I got hurt and ended my athletic career, it really shook my identity. And I was at a point where I had a lot of doubt in who I was. And you know, when I decided to join the military, it was a weight off my chest. I knew that I had ambitions and I had goals, and the person I wasn't on a trajectory to meet those goals. You know, after looking into some resources like the Warrior Scholar Project and Service to School, which are incredible resources for veterans who are looking to get back into academia, I realized that there are a lot more options out there. The Warrior Scholar Project is great for veterans, and it gave me 2 things. 1, it showed me what to expect with the workload, and 2, it showed me that I can succeed in that environment, despite how difficult it may be, that if I put my head down and work, that I can do it.
Service to School is a nonprofit organization, and they match you with another student who has already transitioned and applied to college as well. So they've been in your shoes and they've gone through this process, and they can speak a little bit more directly to your experiences, specifically as a veteran and as a non-traditional student.
You know, I started over, I took a step back again in my life, and I assessed what I wanted. And very quickly, Princeton became my #1 pick. You know, it was a combination of the region, the setting, the actual town itself, but the curriculum, the research style that Princeton has for their undergraduate students is incredible. You know, I'm an adult and I'm coming back, and I don't need someone to spoon feed me a curriculum. And here I get the opportunity to kind of pick something that really interests me and run with it.
The experience of getting admitted to Princeton, I would say, well, it was overwhelming with just joy, happiness, because at that point, I didn't expect to go to an institution like this. So that happening was mind-blowing, I would say.
Financial aid definitely wasn't the deciding factor for me when I was deciding which school to come to, but it definitely was a big factor. I think as an independent adult with bills of one's own, you really do have to consider that. That is a huge part of your well-being, and Princeton has allowed me really to focus on my studies fully, whereas if I had to work a job, I wouldn't be able to study the way I do now, and I'm very grateful for that.
A lot of people don't think that a school like Princeton is possible for them when they leave the military, but in a very real and tangible sense, those skills that you've learned are very applicable and desirable for a school like this. Whether it's dealing with stress, or being able to communicate to a professor an issue that you're having, or leading a group in a project, you have these skills that allow you to succeed in the classroom.
Just from speaking to my peers, the veteran community at Princeton, I felt a lot more at home here. And that was actually a huge factor in my choice, because I wanted to come somewhere where I knew that I would know veterans and I knew I would have people I could relate to very well.
After school someday, I want to go back into public service. The experiences and knowledge that I'm gaining from not just Princeton, but also whatever career I decide to go in after this, how I can take it back and also help with further development in either here in the US or back home in Ghana.
I really enjoy getting to talk to other students about politics or current affairs and seeing their perspectives, because mine typically are very different, and that's by nature of our experiences, right? So I'm very grateful for some real life practical experiences that have definitely changed how I view the world.
The military is one of the most diverse employers in the country, and I think the population of veterans on campus really reflects that. And so because of that, you get to enjoy the various perspectives that all these different people have come from and now are collected at this one singular place, and they have this opportunity to really change their stars, and I think that's something that is very uniquely Princeton.